Well, I know this is like 3 weeks late, but your boy came from the hospital. Yeah, I had pneumonia, flu, something going on with the digestive system. Made everything go crazy. So right now, I'm out here taking my steps. And when you get to be my age, I'm 47, you better start taking, you always should take things seriously with your health. But sometimes we take things for granted until you start having that pain when you can't breathe. Oh, thank you, Shayla. When you can't breathe, and you take things for granted. When you take things for granted, just don't take things for granted, because it can be easily taken away from you in a heartbeat. So now, I used to be a gym rat, so I don't need to go to the extreme. But I'm out here doing some steps. So, from what I'm hearing, that if you did 10,000 steps a day, you had lose some weight. Well, calories, let's say that. And I'm at 4,000. So I'm on my way home right now. And it feels good to be walking and able to talk. Because when you can't breathe, that's the whole situation in the store. I have a big backstory with that. But my wife called 911 because I couldn't breathe. And I started spitting the blood. Okay, Shayla, I'm getting better. I'm going to go ahead and reach out to you. Yeah. Man, Shayla's one of my day ones back in the day. It's amazing how time flies. That's why you have to take advantage of everything you can. You know what? I want to reach out real soon. I'm talking about like in a couple of days or less. Because you'd be surprised of your bad habits. But some of the backstory, I was already sick. But I'm like, I'm a ride or die. I'm like, man, forget this. I'm going to keep on working. I'm doing my gig economy. I'm doing DoorDash. I'm doing Uber. Man, somebody came in my car. Man, you could just know when somebody's sick. He was sneezing, coughing. Oh my goodness. Because I was doing pretty good, decent. Man, I say the next day, I start feeling kind of woozy. I don't have scientific evidence that it's him, but so I'm hustling, doing my work, doing what I have to do. And I kid you not, I just felt something. I called my wife. I said, I'm not feeling too well while I'm driving. And I said, I'm coming home. Hey, Elisa. And I said, I'm coming home. I'm not feeling too well. So next thing you know, man, I went to one ER. Hey, Johnny, I went to one ER. They saw me, man, it was just ghetto. That's backstory, bookmark it. So here it is. I went to my hospital that I know is good, but the ER always, the emergency room is always full. So I took wifey, went to the first the hospital. I call it, man, I'm not gonna say it, YouTube. I don't know the rules now with YouTube. Thanks, Johnny. I don't know the rules if I say certain words, so I gotta look up my rules. So I went to the hospital. They sent me back. Then I came back home. I'm still sick. Man, I woke up I yelled. I did this horrible cough. I yelled, and I say, call 911. I didn't wake up until the ambulance came, which was 3-4 minutes away. They trying to get me. They trying to get my vitals. They saying everything normal. Everything ain't normal. But this is what the machines say. They only could go by what the machines say. So here it is. I'm barely coming downstairs because it's, make a long story short, I was out of it. So I came to my first floor. I almost passed out on the floor. They had to grab me. So here I am going to the ER. The hospital is 2 minutes away from where I live at. And my vitals was somewhat okay. 45 over 85. Something. No, don't drink or smoke. No, Barbara. And so what happened is, in less than 5 minutes, if that, I went to the ER. I was in the ER. They sent me in the back, and they're getting my information. Next thing you know, it was in a dream world. No, literally. This is scary, y'all. This is scary. So they put me in the hospital. I'm 3 minutes away, 2 to 3 minutes away. I go into the ER. My blood pressure is about 140, 150 over 80, 90. Here it is. In less than 2-3 minutes, my blood pressure dropped 86 over 67. I almost crashed out. Nurses coming in. My wife is in shock. Everybody coming in, but I'm still conscious. Yeah, I know, out. So all this happened in less than 3 minutes. 3 to 5. Story, okay, let's say 5 minutes, but it's shorter than that. So here it is. I'm spitting up blood. Now I'm coughing up blood. I'm like, I'm really like, I'm saying to God, I was like, man, this may be, man, I'm coming off. No, I'll be literally. And so the nurses coming in, and these new nurses, they know what they're doing. Let's get it clear. They experts. But they're so emotional. So here I am. I'm literally robbing my wife on the side because she's in shock. She's literally in shock. Her husband's about to die. So here it is. Here it is. My blood pressure keep going down, but I'm semi-conscious. And so next thing you know, everybody is like talking to each other. I'm seeing 1 nurse, 2 nurse, 3 nurse, 4 nurses come in. My wife ain't saying anything because she's in shock. Like it was surreal. And so all I remember, I was sitting waking up, and they said, your blood pressure kind of funny. And I don't know why I said this. They said, is it high or low? And they said low. That's when I started tearing up, because I knew I was pretty much, I was done. I thought I was done because, next thing you know, finish my stay. Make a long story short, it was bad. It was bad. So they stabilized me. Next thing you know, I got wires on me, tubes all over me, and I don't even remember going on the bed. They put me on the gurney. I don't even remember going on the gurney. Next thing you know, I'm getting in and out. My wife was telling me before they put me on the gurney, because I'm still semi going in and out, and my wife was like, she couldn't even say anything. She barely could say nothing. She just pointed like this. Like this. Like, you see my finger? It was like pointing. Like, she was in shock. And she said, you don't believe your blood pressure. I said, no, this is how she's saying. Your blood pressure is going down. And so here I am. I'm like, what? How, what? Look. Man. Then you thinking that's good. They stabilized me. Right? The ER was so full, they had me out in the hallway. It's nobody's fault. I started spitting up blood again. I was spitting up blood. I was like coughing, coughing, coughing. I had pneumonia in my left lung. They called it in time. Had the flu. They're not caused a chain reaction to anything that was going on in my body. It made it worse. So I had gout a little bit. I have gout a little bit, and all this stuff. So in the digestive system, my body going in overdrive. So my body's fighting, but my body's like, this is too much at one time. So here I am. They're giving me antibiotics. By the time I got out the hospital, I had 20 plus bags of antibiotics in me. And they sent me home with 2 more weeks of pills, antibiotics. Pneumonia on the left side, top of the lung. Flu, digestive system went crazy. And my blood pressure, remember I take blood pressure pills. So I have high blood pressure. Man, I was about to go. And then your boy just kept spitting blood out. I'm spitting blood. My poor wife. I ain't gonna lie, I feel bad for myself, but I feel bad for my wife. You don't want to see your loved one seeing you that off. You feel me? You don't want to see him off. So your boy was on deathbed. No, literally. But God is good, because what happened was a miracle. Usually people be in the hospital for like a month with the conditions I had. Well, that's God. How's the liver? They checking everything out. I have like 5-6 doctor's appointments. I already went to my heart doctor. They made me do a stress test. So now I gotta take my digestive system. I'm gonna take my colonoscopy. They're gonna check. That's when they're gonna check everything. I'm gonna do another colonoscopy. I had one 3-4 years ago, but they're gonna check it again. And I stayed in the hospital only 4 nights. Only 4 nights. Everybody else they say, man, my blood pressure started to get high again. They gave me blood pressure pills, but they said, man, I just was going to the bathroom, getting rid of all that waste. I lost 20 pounds in 3-4 days. All that waste. I had waste in my body, and that was on antibiotics. And only God, because they looked at me like, no, literally, the doctors and nurses was like, wow, no, because everything was normal in 3 to 4 days. 3 to 4 days, I pretty much was on deathbed. You hear me? And then they discharged me, tell me to take my antibiotics. Oh, no, this ain't over now. No, I'm not making it seem like, oh, wow, I'm just all this. No, they still checking me, man. They still making sure things don't come back, making sure the flu, they say the pneumonia probably going to be in and out. You're going to probably have that for a month. But my body is pretty much fights on its own. Make sure you don't eat too much crazy stuff. And there I go. Yeah, I better take my butt back in the house, because I have a bald head. Don't need to be going back, right? But y'all, thank you for my story time. I'm about to be out of here. Pray for me. And I'll be back, because I need someone to talk to when I'm walking. Wifey at work. Gotta go.